WMPS.
It's me, Nicky. Nick.
Hi, good evening, WMPS.
Nicky.
Hello.
Nick.
Yes.
Hey, you got us now?
WMPS.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Hello.
Why not? Why? Let's try this again. We've got everybody plugged in. Everybody okay? What do we got?
Maybe it's this. That's
Oh,
it.
there we go. WMPS.
All right, you got me now?
There we go. What the
What?
hell?
What the hell?
Hit your ass ahead of your whatever.
Yeah, no, I hit
Your
the.
ass out of your head.
I know, I hit the wrong button, man. I was.
It happens.
I'm thinking. Wait a minute. I just dialed in here. I was good a minute ago. So, are you able? You're able to tie us in on the spots and everything.
Oh, yeah. I'll throw you on hold. Brian's into his segment now, so as soon as he's done, we'll throw it to you. Hold on. Phone's ringing. Stand by.
Okay, you got it, buddy.
Located 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. We mentioned Chartiers Valley won their opening game over Freeport on Friday, 79-40. Julian Simplice scored 17 points for the Colts. Jaden Davis had 14. Luca Federico had 14 in his Colts debut, and Danny Slizik had 12 on the Chartiers Valley side. Laurel Highlands looking to rebuild this year. The Mustangs went just 2-20 last year, and in fact, they lost their last 17 games of the regular season. They'll, of course, try to improve on that mark this year. Chartiers Valley among the top teams in 5A, led by Jaden Davis, who's approaching 2,000 career points, and they really have a nice core group back, even though they have a first-year head coach, Corey Dodge, who we mentioned, very familiar to us, the former coach at Highlands. The Golden Rams have played Laurel Highlands several times over the last couple of years in both the WPIAL and the PIAA playoffs. In fact, he's pretty good friends with Laurel Highlands head coach John Smith, so a lot of familiarity between the two schools, and one of the reasons they scheduled this game tonight over at Chartiers Valley High School. We mentioned 5A, very strong this year. Looking at the Trib Live preseason top 5, the Uniontown Red Raiders, the number 1 team in 5A, even though the Red Raiders, like the Mustangs, being bumped up from 4A to 5A this year. Uniontown 23-5 a season ago saw their season end in the state playoffs in the second round of the hands of Lincoln Park. The Red Raiders number 1. Again, they're taking on Thomas Jefferson tonight. We'll post the link on the WMES Facebook page for that broadcast as well tonight. That'll air on the South Union Township YouTube page. Again, as we mentioned at the top, Facebook Live, some streaming issues tonight, so both Uniontown and Laurel Highlands airing on YouTube Live tonight instead of Facebook Live tonight. Baldwin, who in fact knocked off the Red Raiders last year, number 2 in 5A, Peters Township number 3. Chartiers Valley, they were 11-12 last year, but number 4, certainly high expectations for the Colts with a new first-year head coach, and the Moon Tigers ranked 5th to start the season in 5A. Of course, the Mustangs, they have some familiar names back as well, including Antoine and Aiden Black and Brennan Varney, giving Laurel Highlands some much-needed size down low at 6'7". The last time these two schools played was here at Chartiers Valley High School back on January the 22nd of 2021, a game won by Char Valley over Laurel Highlands by a score of 58-54. Should be a lot of fun tonight. We'll preview our other game on WMBS this evening, Thomas Jefferson at Uniontown with Josh Scully and Tony Hanola, when our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
Does your car sound like it's saying, trade me in, trade me in, every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchase your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1-year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, "Trade me in, trade me in." Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill.
Uniontown Dental Associates, led by Doctors Jonathan Krisner, Jennifer Hart, Jocelyn Belitsky, and Dr. Kareem Shahama, offers a full range of dental services. Same-day crowns are a convenient solution for those needing immediate care, and one of the many services they offer. Whether you need clear aligners to discreetly straighten teeth, a permanent fix for missing teeth with implants or restorative options, they have you covered. Visit them at 7829 National Pike or phone 724-438-0241 to schedule your appointment. Experience top-quality care with a personal touch. Uniontown Dental Associates, where your smile is their priority.
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports team and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Amador Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school safely in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. Amador Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about Amador Transit, call them 724-439-3164, 724-439-3164, or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
Welcome to A.J. Everhart Gymnasium here inside Uniontown Area High School. Joshua Scully alongside Tony Hanula tonight as the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars are in town to face the Uniontown Red Raiders. This will be the first contest for the Uniontown Red Raiders of this season. The Thomas Jefferson Jaguars have already played a couple. They are 1-1 entering this one, and this is a game, of course, not only that's going to start another season of exciting Uniontown basketball, but it's a story of new beginnings for us too, Tony, because Uniontown now playing 5A.
Moving up to 5A, but getting acclimated pretty quick, though, Josh. They're actually ranked as the #1 team by the Trib in 5A already, so they've got something to prove coming out of the gates. And you're going to see a Thomas Jefferson team who, as you mentioned, 1-1 coming in, beat a very good Bell Vernon team.
Yes.
And lost, actually, I'm sure a game that Coach DeSico thought they should have won, being up 15 at half against an Elizabeth Forward team where they lost in overtime.
So seeing how Uniontown fares against this Thomas Jefferson squad tonight should tell us a little bit about how Uniontown may fare against some of these opponents if they cross paths with the likes of Bell Vernon. Certainly Uniontown very familiar with Bell Vernon. And someone like Elizabeth Forward as well. These two teams both pretty good. Elizabeth Forward did beat Thomas Jefferson in overtime, as Tony just pointed out to you, 77-69. But that was a big win for Thomas Jefferson to start the season at Bell Vernon. 76-58, and we know that's a good Bell Vernon team too.
Well, it's a very good Bell Vernon team, and they were actually ranked, 5th in 4A coming in. So it's one of those things where it's, they played a good game, beat, like I said, they kind of held Zion Moore only to 23 points, which was well below his average last year. So a good win for them to start the season off, and then, like I said, lost a tough one against Elizabeth Forward in overtime.
The Uniontown Red Raiders are a tremendously fast team, certainly on paper and on the court. One thing we're not sure how they'll handle this season is height, and Thomas Jefferson does bring some of that to the table. A very gifted junior forward listed at 6'4", Nick Turkala.
Turkala coming in averaging 28.5 in those first 2 games, so he started out the season blazing. And you're right, one of the things that the Red Raiders, they're going to be pretty much guard-oriented with Grooms and Winfrey coming back, but it's going to be interesting to see what they do down low. They lost the 1,000-point score in Jameer Braxton, so you're going to have somebody else step up underneath, look to rebound and get those putback points, especially if these guards are going to be taking over the game for the Red Raiders.
And we'll certainly see, too, how the Uniontown Red Raiders are able to capitalize on that speed. Again, a lot of team speed for this team. And, of course, 2 names that come right off the paper at you. Calvin Winfrey, the 6'1 senior guard, Notorious Grooms, also a senior this year, listed at 6 foot. Hard to believe we've been watching those 2 play basketball now for 4 seasons.
It is hard to believe. I'll tell you what, a lot of experience from those 2. Actually, Grooms already a 1,000-point scorer, and Calvin Winfrey 111 away from being a 1,000-point scorer for his career. So it's one of those things where they've seen a lot of action, a lot of experience, played against a lot of good teams. So looking forward to it here tonight.
We do have a very exciting game coming up, and we're not too terribly far away from tip-off either. Here, this one will be a WMBS Facebook exclusive. Expecting tip-off here at Uniontown Area High School inside the A.J. Everhart Memorial Gymnasium in just about 33 minutes. So if you would like to check us out, find the Facebook page for WMBS. It is, again, an exclusive game on Facebook between the Uniontown Red Raiders and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy. Bad hair day, bad day at the office, bad day behind the wheel. Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Introducing Target Safety Solutions Division, LLC. Because Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair is concerned about our local community, Target Safety Solutions was born. Located beside the Ted Silva shop at 94 Atlas Road in Uniontown, Target Safety Solutions specializes in vehicle calibration after a vehicle is involved in a collision. Target Safety Solutions can perform vehicle alignment, state inspections, minor mechanical repairs, including brakes and suspension work, as well as tire replacement, and also inspects trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Their alignment machine can accommodate lowered vehicles, dually trucks, and box trucks. Vehicles are now made with many safety features to keep their occupants safe. That's why Target Safety Solutions originated. Their state-of-the-art facility is open from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., Monday through Friday. They are currently taking new customers and accepting commercial and fleet accounts as well. Nick Patricelli and Mike Thomas are ready to provide you with fast, friendly, professional service. Call Nick at Target Safety Solutions, 724-550-4403.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family-owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500. Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Prime Rosek back here in the Browns Insurance Group pregame show. High school boys basketball on WMBS tonight. Laurel Highlands at Chartiers Valley. Also coverage of Thomas Jefferson at Uniontown. Joining us now, Laurel Highlands head coach John Smith. And John, I know it was a tough year last year for your Mustangs. Your kids have been working hard in the offseason.
Yeah, we definitely knew we had our hands full with the schedule that we had last year, and what more could you ask for? We've been in the gym all year, Brian. We got a really nice group of boys this year. I got 19 on the roster, and a lot of these boys have spent a lot of time in the weight room in the off season. We did a summer league, we did a fall league, and we're anxious to get back out there. Our section this year doesn't look like the WPIAL did us any favors. But we're looking forward to getting out there and competing tomorrow night.
You talked about the schedule last year, but not any easier this year. In fact, you'll open up against Chartiers Valley on the road, one of the top teams in 5A.
Yeah, well, I've said it before. I'll say it again. I want to play the best teams. Coach Dont took over at Char Valley this year, and I've known Corey for a number of years. He's a good guy. He was the assistant varsity coach at Highlands when I was the assistant at varsity under Rick. And we also befriended each other during the AAU season and travel ball. So I know Corey for a while, and when he got the job, I reached out and congratulated him. And when he reached out and asked us if we would play, it was a quick yes for me. I want to try to. I want to play the best teams that are out there. I really do, and I know Char Valley is they're fast. They're going to be really aggressive. Davis and Semplis are probably their two best players, but they have a really good supporting cast around those guys. I'm looking forward to it, and I know the boys are too. Tuesday can't come soon enough.
What kind of rotation are you looking at to start the season?
Well, I got 3 seniors and 2 juniors that'll be in the starting lineup, and then I got a handful of sophomores that are going to see, I would imagine, a good bit of varsity time this year. I'm looking right now that I can have anywhere from an 8 to 9 man rotation regularly. I think I got 8 or 9 kids that can really go. We have some size this year, which we haven't had in the past, and hopefully we can use that to our advantage. We got some athletes on the team. I think we could get out and run. I definitely think it's going to be. I think we're moving in the right direction.
And you'll have tough games later on this week as well. Friday against Quaker Valley. They were in the playoffs a year ago. Saturday you'll battle either the host school, Derry, or Ligonier Valley. Derry was a state playoff qualifier from last year, and the section really doesn't have any easy games for you throughout the course of the year.
No, we didn't get. The boys laugh at me when I say it, but I tell them all the time, I'm not going to duck no smoke, and I'm not going to be a coach that tries to schedule wins, and that's not what I'm here for. I really am here to to teach these boys the game of basketball and try to teach life lessons through that game. And I believe that challenging them day in and day out is going to make them better human beings in the long run. As far as the section's concerned, we don't have no say over that. We're a smaller 5A school, and we're going to play a lot of big schools this year. Latrobe, Penn Trafford, McKeesport, Gateway, Franklin Regional was they were in the WPIAL championship game last year. Then obviously Albert Gallatin and Uniontown. So, we got our work cut out for us for sure. But, the boys have put the work in the off season. And, I'm looking forward to, letting them get out there and compete.
Well, John, appreciate your time as always, and I'll see you up at Chartiers Valley on Tuesday night.
All right, thanks so much.
That's our Highlands head coach John Smith joining us here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. We'll talk to Chartiers Valley head coach Corey Dodson when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Peach & Pharmacy has moved to the lower level of the Health First Medical Center building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville and is now Farmana Pharmacy. Farmana Pharmacy offers free prescription delivery to Uniontown, Connellsville, and all over the area 5 days a week. When you call Farmana Pharmacy, you'll never talk to machines. You'll have real friendly people ready to help you. Phone 724-626-9600 for the new Farmana Pharmacy, formerly Peach & Pharmacy, now located at the Health First Medical Building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville near the Fayette County Fairgrounds.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services, located on Dry Knob Road in Smithfield, is here for your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. They offer new PA and Maryland plates and West Virginia title applications. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and all surrounding areas. Open weekdays 10 to 8:30, Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Prime Rosnick back here in the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Coverage of both Laurel Highlands at Chartiers Valley and Thomas Jefferson at Uniontown on WMBS tonight. Being joined now by Chartiers Valley head coach Corey Dodson. And Corey, you come into the season picked to be one of the top teams in 5A, and you have to be excited as a first-year head coach here at Char Valley about the opportunities that exist for your program this season.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have a chance to, to compete and do some special things. Obviously, this being my first year, still getting my feet wet and, implementing a new system and, new terminologies and things like that for the boys. But they're working hard, and we definitely have the pieces. And, I think if they continue to work hard and listen and, play together, the sky's the limit for this team.
Yeah, talk about the whole transition process, just getting acclimated with a whole new group of kids.
Yeah, so I got the job at the end of May, and we kind of jumped into summer league and fall league, and we've been doing open gyms. We lost some of the football guys when football season ends, so we got them back a few weeks ago, and just been trying to piece things together, not overwhelm them, but making sure that we're teaching them and getting the things in place to help us be successful for the games. And obviously I think the season will be a little bit slower. We won't hit our full stride, just as guys are still getting used to things and learning how us as a coaching staff want things done. And so it'll be a little bit of a learning curve, but like I said, the boys have been great. They've have been fully committed and open to everything that we're asking them to do. And I think it'll just take a little bit of time to kind of break old habits and get these new things instilled in them.
He certainly got off to a nice start as well against Freeport over the weekend with a 79-40 win.
Yeah, I mean, we came out, playing together. I think our pressure kind of overwhelmed them a little bit. They're a younger team. We're a little bit more experienced team with, mostly playing seniors and juniors. We have one freshman that's in the rotation right now. And, we just came out and, played well and shared the basketball and, did a lot of really nice things to, continue to grow on as the season progresses.
And you have Laurel Highlands coming up on Tuesday. And, of course, you have a little history with John Smith. I was actually talking to him earlier, and he mentioned that you guys have been, pretty good friends going back over the last couple of years.
Yeah. I worked with John in AAU. That was where me and his relationship first started. I coached an AAU team underneath him, and just kind of evolved as I started moving up and getting a head coaching job, and then me being at Highlands and playing Laurel Highlands in the semifinals with Rodney and DeAndre and Brandon, and then seeing them a few weeks later in the state playoff. So very familiar with the program, very familiar with John. He does he does a tremendous job. His heart's in the right place, and I think he'll do some really good things in keeping the Laurel Highlands tradition going.
At Chartiers Valley, head coach Corey Dotson joining us here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. We'll have a new segment coming up next. This date in Uniontown basketball history. Our good friend Billy Dice, who's behind the camera tonight for our Uniontown Thomas Jefferson game, coming up with this segment for our pregame show. And we'll take you back on this date in Uniontown history when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles. Whether you're buying or selling a home, Jeff Dennis of RE/MAX Select Realty is your local realtor of choice. Jeff and his team are proud members of our community and have the skills, knowledge, and ability to meet your needs. Call them today at 724-933-6300, extension 903, or visit them in person at 542 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. And remember to follow Jeff Dennis' team RE/MAX Select Realty on Facebook today. Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Voted best in Fayette for auto body repair. Family owned and operated for 61 years, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They'll blueprint your vehicle for repair and work with your insurance company. With their environmentally friendly, waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's their goal to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way. To bring your vehicle over to Silva, call 724-437-2351. Now, Ted Silva proudly introduces his new company, Target Safety Solutions, Atlas Road in Hopwood, providing vehicle alignments, calibrations, minor mechanical repairs, state inspections, including trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Safety, our target, your solution. Check out their website at TargetSafetySolutionsLLC.com. Ted Silva, proud to support local high school sports.
Hi, it's attorney Rob Harper from Radcliffe Martin Law. As some of you may know, I served as a public defender for 3 years and an assistant district attorney for 7 years right here in Fayette County. I'm now using that experience to represent people accused of crimes. So if you find yourself in that unfortunate situation and need someone who knows how things are done on both sides of the courtroom, give me a call and see if we can put my expertise to work for you. Radcliffe Martin Law, 724-439-3939.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown, your local specialist for GI and liver disorders. Doctors Calabrese, Hoppy, Lorenz, and I remind you that a painless 30-minute screening colonoscopy every 10 years starting at age 45 could save your life. Good luck to our local hoops teams, and best wishes to all for a healthy and happy holiday season.
Brian Rozak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. High school boys basketball on WMBS tonight. Uniontown hosting Thomas Jefferson, Laurel Highlands at Chartiers Valley. And a new feature this year, and Billy Dice came up with this idea. This date in Uniontown basketball history, we're going to bring it to you before every Uniontown broadcast this season. The Red Raiders 13-5 all-time on December the 3rd. Going back to December the 3rd, 1943, the Red Raiders beat Georges Township 46-15. Nick Ognagovich's 10 points led the way for the Red Raiders. Uniontown also a win over Trinity on December the 3rd, 1946, 34-21. Donnie Howard had 18 points in that game for the Red Raiders. Uniontown also victorious over Trinity in 1957 on this date, led by Mel Freeman's 18 points, Jim Jones had 11, Sandy Stevens and Chris Wilson 10 points apiece. That was a 79-35 win for the Red Raiders over the Hillers, December the 3rd, 1957. December the 3rd, 1963, Uniontown beat Pittsburgh South 97-34, led by Stu Lance and Bennett Gregory, who had 19 points apiece. Paul Hesback had 12, while Jimmy Ray scored 10. Uniontown with a win over Greensburg, December the 3rd, 1966. John Karam scored 24 for the Red Raiders in that game. Arnie Belt with 10. Basil Dickerson with 12. Uniontown a close win over Ringgold, December the 3rd, 1974, by a score of 69-67. Dana Perno had 26 for the Red Raiders. Tom Hudson added 12. Uniontown also with a win over Greater Latrobe in 1976 on this date by a score of 84-60. Paul Epps had 23. Mike Pratt had 21. Brian Thomas with 13. Uniontown also defeated Latrobe in 1982 by a score of 56-45. Darren McLee with 24. Darwin Ramsey with 10. The Red Raiders a win over Plum on December the 3rd, 1994 in the Bethel Park tournament by a score of 72-44. John Rubbish had 23 points. Mike Jones 14. Jason Winfrey with 12. Uniontown with a win also against Latrobe on December the 3rd, 1999. Chris Jacobs with 20. Tink Truly with 16. Terrence Vons with 12. And De'Aaron Jenkins with 11. That was a 71-45 win over the Wildcats. And also December the 3rd, 2002, a game we brought you here on WMBS. Uniontown beat Greater Latrobe 76-59, led by Brandon Duncan's 28 points. Junior Mays had 15, and Reese Hodge had 12. That's this date in Uniontown basketball history. And you can listen again on Friday before our coverage of the Uniontown Bell Vernon game, and we'll let you know what happened on December the 6th in Uniontown basketball history. Stay tuned. We'll get you out to your game next. Laurel Highlands at Chartiers Valley. Uniontown hosting Thomas Jefferson here on WMBS, Triple M High School Sports Network, the South Union Township Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
This is the time to save big at Autoland on a new Hyundai. All with the quality that lets Hyundai offer America's best warranty. Hyundai Owner Assurance with 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain protection, plus 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper protection, unlimited roadside assistance, plus 3-year, 36-month free complimentary maintenance. But there's a lot more reasons to buy your Hyundai from Autoland. First, they're a conveniently located, family-owned dealership that has served the area for well over 60 years. The second reason is that you'll deal with friendly, hometown salespeople. And the third reason is Autoland's award-winning service department, who will continue to take care of you and your Hyundai long after the sale. So stop into Autoland Hyundai in downtown Uniontown. Visit their website, AutolandHyundai.com, or call them 724-437-9999. And as Chris Parker Jr. says,
remember, you always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, their annual charity golf outing has contributed dozens of scholarships to Fayette County students. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, wishing all of our local high school football teams a great season. Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and the warm and cozy in your home this winter. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
Hard work, respecting others, and being a good team member are values that South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott knows well. Whether he's running a machine, repairing storm drains, operating a plow truck, or working with his fellow supervisors on economic growth, Jason Scott is working every day to keep residents safe, maintain the strength of our local businesses, and enhance the quality of life in South Union Township for our families and our future. Good luck to all our local teams. From South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Uniontown Dental Associates, led by Doctors Jonathan Krisner, Jennifer Hart, Jocelyn Belitsky, and Dr. Kareem Shahama, offers a full range of dental services. Same-day crowns are a convenient solution for those needing immediate care, and one of the many services they offer. Whether you need clear aligners to discreetly straighten teeth, a permanent fix for missing teeth with implants or restorative options, they have you covered. Visit them at 7829 National Pike or phone 724-438-0241 to schedule your appointment. Experience top quality care with a personal touch. Uniontown Dental Associates, where your smile is their priority.
NovaCare Rehabilitation in Uniontown is accessible for all of your recovery needs. New at NovaCare is pelvic floor physical therapy, a specialized program to treat patients with pelvic floor dysfunction related to bladder, bowel, sexual function, and pregnancy postpartum. These issues can affect both women and men and include urinary frequency, urgency and incontinence, pelvic pain, constipation, IBS, menopause, painful periods, and more. Call 724-437-0556 for an appointment in Uniontown. Personalize your care with NovaCare.
Brian Morozak and Steve Stubert back here at Chartiers Valley High School. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs taking on the Chartiers Valley Colts tonight. Again, the season opener for the Mustangs. The Colts coming off a win over Freeport this past Friday. The Mustangs, Steve, trying to bounce back from a 2-20 season a year ago.
Well, no time like the present. Get a win against a big-time foe in the Char Valley Colts. Always tough to play up here. Not as big of a crowd as you might expect for the first game of the year for the Mustangs. Of course, the Colts have already played one game. They're 1-0, but kind of a sparse friends and family crowd right now. It's kind of cold out tonight, so maybe, of course, we still have about 5 or 6 minutes before tip, so maybe some fans will be coming in.
And again, if you're listening on the radio tonight, if you're looking for live video of both this game and the Uniontown-Thomas Jefferson game, they're both on YouTube tonight. We have the links posted on the WNBS Facebook page. Just click on the links. We'll take you right to YouTube. For whatever reason, Steve, Facebook had some issues tonight, so both of the games still live video, just on YouTube instead of Facebook.
Well, everybody can figure out where YouTube is anymore, right?
Yes. And you look at this Chartiers Valley team, Steve, plenty of talent. They were picked preseason number 4 in 5A, led by Jaden Davis, approaching 2,000 career points. Of course, we saw Rodney Gallagher go over that 2,000 career point mark just a couple of seasons ago back at Laurel Highlands. A good core group back for the first-year head coach, and Corey Dodson, who comes over from Highlands.
Well, yeah, Davis 19 points a game, and then you got Slizik here with almost 7 a game, and is that Simplice, right?
Yeah, Simplice. Simplice had a good game against Freeport with 17 on Friday.
Yeah, and he averaged just about 13.5 points a game last season. So, yeah, they got some guys that can score and fill it up. So the Mustangs going to have to play some good defense tonight, and they're going to have to score themselves. And we'll see what the Mustangs bring to the table tonight.
Also watch for number 30, Luca Federico, off the bench. He scored 14 against Freeport. He's really their 8th man. His dad actually played for Pitt back in the 01-02 season. He's an assistant coach on this Chartiers Valley team, and they're pretty high on this kid. still very young. He played his first varsity game just this past Friday.
Yeah, watching him, a freshman, skinny but tall. They list him at 6'3", and he's out there shooting threes now. So apparently he's a forward guard, kind of like to fill it up from the outside. But we'll see how that goes.
Let's take a look at our starting lineups being brought to you by SWGI Specialists, now U.S. Digestive Health at Uniontown. A different name, but the same team, providing the same exceptional digestive care to our communities. Wishing the best of luck to our Fayette County team. Steve?
Okay, for the Colts, starting at guard, a 5'11 senior, 19.6 a game last year. Number 1, Jaden Davis. At guard, a 6'2 junior, 2 points a game last year. Number 3, Logan Helfrich. At guard, a 6'1 junior, 6.7 a game last year. Number 4, Danny Slizik.
You'll get it, Steve.
Slizik, yeah. At forward, a 6'3 junior, 4 points a game. Number 5, Jake Lewis. And at guard, a 6'1 junior, 13.6 a game last year. Number 12, Julian Simplice.
And Steve, a couple other notes before we get to Laurel Highlands. 2 football players on the Chartiers Valley team as well that have good size. Number 2, Julius Best off the bench. He's their 6th man. And also Jake Lewis was on the football team as well. Those guys will add some wide size on the Chartiers Valley side.
Yeah, got good-looking athletes. And they look, of course, there's a big history here, right? You look at the walls there. A lot of WPIAL state finals, state championships in girls and boys. A lot of section titles in basketball. So anytime you come up here to Char Valley, you know you're in for a good game.
Let's take a look at that Mustang starting lineup.
The Mustangs tonight, first game of the season, starting at guard, a 6'2 junior, 4.1 a game last year. Number 1, Luke Martin. At guard, a 6'1 senior, 10.5 a game last year. Number 3, Antoine Black. At forward, a 6'1 junior, 3.6 a game last year. Number 22, Sevi Vecchiola. At guard, a 5'11 junior, 12.5 a game last year. Number 24, Aiden Black. And at forward, a 6'7 senior, 2.9 a game last year. Number 25, Brennan Varney.
You look at Varney, Steve, actually shot up a couple of inches in the offseason as well. Now it's 6'7", and Vecchiola and Varney down the block. Give the Mustangs a pretty good team.
Welcome to Uniontown Area High School for tonight's exclusive coverage of the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars and Uniontown Red Raiders live from inside the A.J. Everhart Gymnasium. Thank you for joining us tonight, Tony Hanula and Joshua Scully with you on the call. We are always very appreciative of you taking some time out of your evening to check out a basketball game with us. We want to thank our sponsor, Sprouse Insurance Group, and the insurance agent, David Hughes, who brought you your pregame show. They got you ready for the game and are located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. Tony, tell us about this evening's starting lineups.
All right, let's go real quick for the Uniontown Red Raiders. Starting tonight will be number 2, Calvin Winfrey, a 6'1 senior guard. Number 3, Aiden Kiefer, a 6'6 senior forward. Number 10, Kellen Milsom, a 6'2 senior forward. Number 11, Isaac Ellsworth, a 5'10 junior guard. And number 28, Notorious Grooms, a 6-foot senior guard. On the other side, quickly for Thomas Jefferson, it'll be number 1, Noah Kaiser. Number 6, Josh Gardner. Number 10, Justin Fry. Number 11, Brady Krause. And number 23, Nick Turkala.
And the Uniontown Red Raiders have won the tip. And this is going to be a miss from Winfrey beyond the arc. Rebound ricochets off Kiefer's hand. And the Jaguars want to push it ahead here to number 11. This is Krause. And Krause able to make some offense happen right out of the gate for the Jaguars. It's 2-0. Coming back the other way, Grooms makes a little move here, floats one up over Fry. No good on the shot. Rebound, ripped down by Kaiser. That's Noah Kaiser, the 6'3 senior guard, averages nearly 20 points a game through 2 contests for the Jaguars. This one off the mark by Gardner. Rebound pulled down by the Red Raiders. This is Winfrey working coast to coast, lays it up for 2, and we've got a hold. I don't know that they're going to give Winfrey the bucket there, though, Tony.
No, I think they're going to call it on the floor. We've got 3 good referees here tonight. Fayette County's finest, Brad Yeoman, Jake Miller, and Billy Beener.
3 ball out of the corner is going to stick, and he's knocked down as he lets go. That is 3 points for the dangerous Isaac Ellsworth, the 5'10 junior guard, who knocks that one down. Truly, that was the corner of the corner. Hits the 3, and he gets knocked onto the floor. Little dust mop action there. He's back on his feet. And now he's going to shoot one for the potential 4-point play. The Red Raiders out in front for the first time. Ellsworth knocks it down. The Red Raiders want some pressure. Here's Turkla. He's going to push it ahead to Kaiser. One more big pass to Fry. Fry steered around out of the corner. Now he goes up top to Gardner. Top of the key. Turkla, he's someone to keep your eye on, averaging nearly 30 a game. But he passes this one away. Josh Gardner, the 5'8 junior guard, not able to get a hand on it. And it's 4-2 with 7:02 to play here in the first quarter. Winfrey going to run point this time, drifts away from us near the score table to the far wing, brings it across to Kiefer, now up top to Grooms. Grooms drives to the block, turns around, here's Ellsworth, launches a deep three. He shot that one from Fayette Street, knocks it down at 7-2. And the Jaguars now trying to deal with this Uniontown pressure. Here's Fry. Little bounce pass back to us. Gardner trying to set things up. He's matched up with Grooms. Works it to the corner to Fry. Fry up top. Little move here by Kaiser, but he can't finish. Rebound poked out by Fry. Otherwise, Kiefer was going to have it. That pass too hot. This is Brady Krause, the 6'2 junior forward. Tried to be fancy there inside right in front of the Uniontown student section. Hold on now, Tony. I can't quite see the Uniontown students. Oh, wait, Tony, they're in camo. It's camo night. That's why I couldn't see them. Okay.
They're undercover.
Yes.
They're all in witness protection.
Calvin Winfrey bounces one into Notorious Grooms. Grooms will run point this time. Waiting for him is Fry. He moves it to Winfrey, who cuts through off the baseline. Winfrey going to put one up. No good. Turkla with the rebound. Turkla listed at 6'4". Looks like he might actually be a hair or two taller than that. Nice move through the lane. Lays one in. No good. Kiefer fighting inside for the rebound. Cannot quite pin it.
And Turkla came back in. Did not establish himself before he touched the ball. So that's going to be Uniontown's basketball.
Good break here for the Red Raiders. Uniontown, by the way, in some very sharp new white uniforms, checkerboard pattern down the side. U-Town on the front, maroon number name on the back. Here's a reach, seemingly, by Jeff Rabel. No call. He's going to move the ball to Ellsworth. Now back up top of the key to Winfrey. Moves one small pass to his left to Grooms. Grooms wants to try the center lane. Quick little move, floats one up. No good. Rebound secured by the Jaguars. This is Fry working the far sideline in front of his own bench. Now across the timeline. Fry moves it our way. Here's a three-point look from Kane Egerton. No good on that one. Egerton having just checked in. And we've got a couple of players on the floor after the rebound. Ball goes back to Egerton. Wants to try to floater this time. No good. Winfrey pulled down a rebound and a teammate. And it looks like we may have a hold here, Tony.
Yeah, he's going to pick up a foul on Jeff Rabel as he reached to try to make the steal. And actually, that was kind of interesting. You had Winfrey and both Aiden Kiefer on the same team fighting for the rebound. Then all of a sudden, Rabel tried to make the steal and picked up the foul. So now 3 quick team fouls on Thomas Jefferson within the first 3 minutes of this game.
Uniontown head coach Rob Kaczmarski calling out the play as Grooms moves across the timeline and works our way to this wing. Now he launches the 3-ball, and it's good over top of number 2, Jeff Rabel. There was not much Rabel could do about it. Egerton coming back the other way. He'll run point this time. Works to his right. Little pass to Turkla. Turkla likes the baseline drive up for 2, and he gets it to stick. 10-4 now your score. Uniontown working left to right. The Jaguars, of course, in their gold uniform, black trim, black number, working right to left here on the WMBS Facebook page. Here's another deep three from Ellsworth. No good. Rebound pulled down by number 5, Egerton. Egerton wants to force it. Nearly picked off by Grooms. Pops it up in the air. It's going to be saved by number 2, Rabel. Rabel across to Egerton, back up top. Now here's a deep 3-point look by number 1, Noah Kaiser. No good. Rebound going to be secured by Uniontown. Coming back the other way. Working it the whole way. Kellen Milsom lays it in for 2. Milsom made that look easy. And it's 12-4.
He did make that look easy, Josh. Just sliced right down the lane. Went to the right hand on the left side. Able to get the easy basket.
Turkla now on our wing. Trying to get something going here for the Jaguars. Going to settle for the deep look off the base of the rim. No good. Rebound secured by the Jaguars. Ball goes to Kaiser in the corner. No good on the shot. Rebound secured by Milsom. Little handoff here to Winfrey. Winfrey going to lead the charge. Wants to go right down the middle. Has the ball popped out at the last second. He saves it. Tries to get it to Kiefer. And Kiefer can't hold on. The ball will go to Turkla on the turnover. Now a pass quick inside here. This is number 11. Krause trying to get one off the glass. It won't go. Working the other way now. Ellsworth to Winfrey. Reverse. No good. Rebound goes to Turkla. Turkla Back to Kraus. Kraus in front of his own bench, going to face a double team trap here. Bounces it to Egerton. Egerton now across the timeline. Forcing this one ahead to Rabel. Rabel decides not to shoot. He's going to pass across the baseline. Ball ends up with Turkla. No good. Rebound, Kraus to Rabel. Rabel from the block lays one in for two. 12-6 now. 3:18 to play here in the first quarter. Calvin Winfrey going to slow things down. He is flanked by Notorious Grooms as he crosses the timeline right in front of the score table. Screen from Kiefer to Grooms. Grooms thinks about the deep ball, pulls it down. Down he'll take it. Three-point look from Grooms, no good, and the rebound will be taken by Kraus. Kraus will lead the charge here across the timeline. Kraus coming our way to Egerton. Egerton works the baseline. Grooms will not give him an opportunity to lay one up. Pass goes ahead to Kaiser, now across here to Kraus, and Kraus from our wing buries a deep three-point look. It's 12-9. That has been the shot of the evening. A couple of deep threes now successfully nailed down in this game. Winfrey matched up against Kaiser. He's going to move it to Kiefer. Kiefer, little handoff to Grooms. Grooms wants to go to the corner, and we're going to have a travel as Grooms sends in a little pass to Ellsworth. Ellsworth working out of the near corner will travel with the basketball.
Yeah, now checking in is going to be Cam Dugan. They're going to get Aiden Kiefer a little breather. And that was a good call. Actually, Ellsworth shuffled his feet after catching that pass, tried to make a little move, and it got caught for the travel.
Gardner trying to make some space near the foul line. He's going to hand it off to Egerton. No good. Rebound going to be pulled down inside by Gardner. Good work there. Gardner listed at just 5'8", playing a little bigger down inside. Uniontown coming back the other way. Winfrey forces one up. No good there. Rebound going to be pulled down by number 20, Cam Dugan. And then a three knocked down just as neat as you please by the Uniontown Red Raiders. It is 15-9.
Milson with the fourth made three for Uniontown.
The Red Raiders have done very well outside tonight. Groom's going to pull down the rebound, pushes it ahead to Dugan. Dugan, little pass inside to Winfrey, and Winfrey's going to draw some contact. Since 1976, Davis & Davis has represented people and not insurance companies. Our lawyers have experience in litigating or settling personal injury claims, medical malpractice cases, and wrongful death actions, together with domestic real estate, workers' compensation, and municipal law experience. Throughout decades of work, Davis & Davis has successfully represented thousands of cases in local, state, and federal courts. For more information on how Davis & Davis can help you, call 724-437-2799.
Winfrey with the miss on the first attempt. Now a substitute coming in. That's going to be Cooper Cambris, number 33, a 6'4" senior forward, going to check in for Jeffrey Rabel.
Plenty of height on this Jaguars team. Here's the second shot from Winfrey. This one is good, and it is 16-9. Pressure right away. The Red Raiders going to show that. The Jaguars take the center of the court, and this one going to be laid in very neatly by number 10, Justin Fry. Turkala gets the assist there. Coming back the other way, here's Ellsworth. Little move inside. Floats one up off the glass. No good. Rebound going to be ripped down here by Turkala. He wants the big pass all the way ahead to Fry, and Fry goes up over top of Milsom, and I think we had goaltending there.
It was going to go anyway, but they're going to call a goaltend, so Fry picks up an easy basket there. Kind of surprising. He was able to beat the Uniontown defense back down the floor for that layup. Nobody dropped back on defense for the Red Raiders.
That has not been easy to do tonight. The Red Raiders have looked very spry coming out of the gate here. Here's Ellsworth from way downtown. Another made three for the Uniontown Red Raiders, and it is 19-13, and this pass going to get away from everyone as Cambris dives into the Uniontown bench, trying to save that one. Could not quite do it. 19-13 will remain your score. 1:02 to play here in the first quarter. Grooms across the U here at center court. The Red Raiders looking to finish strong here in a quarter that they have largely dominated. Hand off to Winfrey, who's working off the wing. Now he wants to try Fry all the way. And Fry, I think, got some contact there. No call. Grooms on the recovery, goes to Dugan in the middle. Dugan can't get it to stick. Cambris going to pull down the rebound. Floats one up to Turkala. Now ahead to number 11, Kraus. Working off the far sideline. Turkala going to come and help. Works the baseline after the handoff. No good. Tries to get his own rebound, but cannot. And it's Uniontown Red Raider basketball with exactly 30 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Thomas Jefferson, two of their men both fighting for the rebound in Turkala, and Cambris knocked the ball out of bounds.
Grooms across the center court line with 23 seconds in no hurry. Moves it to Ellsworth, who's been red hot. Ellsworth says, why not one more? He shot that one over top of the Fayette County Courthouse, I think, Tony. That was sky high. Coming back the other way, the Jaguars trying to answer here in the waning seconds of the first quarter. No good on that one. Grooms going to pull down the rebound. He's going to drive to center lane, pops it out to Ellsworth. What can Ellsworth do tonight? Here's Grooms letting go of one just as the buzzer sounds. Nearly gets it off the glass, but it will not go, and your score is 22-13 after one. Where can you go these days to have your gas pumped for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf, that's where. Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette Street and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, and full-service gas station that has been serving the Uniontown area for more than 50 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, a fenced-in storage lot, and it's a AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call them at 724-438-0681. Two Brothers Tree and Stump Service is your local, fully insured expert tree removal and advanced tree trimming service based right in Uniontown. Brothers Jared and Justin Gibson and their team bring more than 2 decades combined experience to stump and tree removal, but also provide general clearing services and some landscaping services too. So, whatever your outdoor needs, Two Brothers is ready to help you today with customizable plans and a commitment to getting the job done right. Call them today at 724-415-9183. We want to thank our video stream sponsors today. Our live video stream brought to you by Movement and JS Bridal. Movement Physiotherapy and JS Bridal. Thank you again. The Jaguars start off with their first possession. Turkala going to pass it out to the elbow, and working it across is Kaiser. Kaiser goes to Klaus, then back up top to Turkala. Turkala drives, actually has the ball momentarily taken away by Dugan, but there is going to be a foul called in the midst of all that.
They're going to call that foul on Milsom. So Milsom to pick up his first. That first quarter, Isaac Ellsworth had 13 points. He had 4 made threes. The Uniontown Red Raiders with 6 made threes in that first quarter, Josh.
Incredible, and Ellsworth just was shooting them not only way outside the arc, Tony, he's nowhere near the three-point line, but he is shooting them where they're nearly hitting the structural supports of the building and just dropping right in the bucket.
And you can tell he was feeling it too. There was no doubt about it.
Turkala knocks this one down. Ball comes into Dugan. Now the Jaguars want to offer some pressure, and they get a little too handsy here. Foul going to be called against Thomas Jefferson. Number 4 will pick up the foul. That's the 5'8" junior guard, Josh Gardner.
So now full court pressure being applied by Thomas Jefferson.
Cam Dugan will step out. He's working against Turkala here. He gets one into Grooms. Grooms going to face the double team. Doesn't seem too bothered by it. Tries to move one ahead, and number 1, Noah Kaiser,
with the kick.
He will indeed kick the ball right back to Grooms.
Yeah, so now they're going to drop back out of that full court pressure.
Winfrey moves it our way to Grooms, right on our wing. The Jaguars moving here with the passes, trying to keep an eye on all the Red Raiders. Uniontown has really taken advantage of any open floor space they have received at any point this game. Here's Grooms, going to settle for the long jumper, and it rattles out. Rebound seized by Milsom. He's going to move it here to Ellsworth. Ellsworth for 3 off the base of the rim. Now it's Grooms with the rebound. He goes to Winfrey, who's going to attack off the pass. Float one up, no good. And this time the rebound goes to Fry. Fry wants the big pass to Turkala. And now the big man, all 6'4" of him, goes up off the glass. No good, and that's an offensive foul. He runs over Ellsworth.
A nice play by Ellsworth there to stand his ground and pick up that charge. First foul on Turkala. Now another sub coming in. Looks like Kane Edgerton coming back in. Going to give Brady Krause a break for Thomas Jefferson.
Edgerton, the 6'1" sophomore guard. Ball moved across. Now inside to Ellsworth, who brings it up. Back up to Winfrey. Now off the sideline. Ellsworth to Grooms. Grooms no good on the jumper from the elbow. Rebound secured by the Jaguars. Coming the other way, Thomas Jefferson trying to create some offense for themselves. They turn the ball over. Grooms jumps the pass. Now it's a long one ahead to Milsom, who goes up off the glass, no good. Fry works this one out to Rabel. here's Kazar for three, no good. Rebound going to be pulled down by Rabel very neatly inside. Good position for him. And it's 22-17. The Jaguars hanging around here with 6:15 to play in the second quarter. Now this is going to be Winfrey. Big pass all the way across to Grooms. The Red Raiders trying to see if they can't pull apart this Jaguars zone. Ellsworth from the sideline goes across the top of the key to Winfrey. Now the corner, and it's going to be a three-point look. Skipping off the rim for Milsom. Grooms gets the rebound. Goes to Ellsworth, who's looking to stay hot. This one off the side of the rim. Milsom now gets the rebound. No good on the putback. So several chances there for the Uniontown Red Raiders, but nothing going. And it's going to be Thomas Jefferson's basketball. Edgerton trying to find some space here against Grooms. Grooms nearly picks his pocket, and the ball is going to skip away as Edgerton dived to try to recover there. And he accidentally throws it out of bounds across the baseline.
Yeah, I was going to say Uniontown had 3 offensive rebounds on that last trip, Josh, and just couldn't connect on any of the shots.
Couple very close. Winfrey to Grooms. He's keeping it way out near the timeline. Turkala and Kazar trying to seal him off. He gets it to Winfrey in the corner, no good. Turkala going to pull down the rebound over top of Milsom. And it's Edgerton now coming across the timeline. And he's going to settle for the immediate three-point look. No good. Rebound. Kazar going to rip this one down to Fry. Fry wants the three ball. And this one going to be rebounded by Milsom. Milsom nearly lost it to the baseline, but it's saved by Winfrey. And Winfrey's going to be fouled.
And you're going to get a second foul here on Kazar. Kazar, the 6'3 senior guard, came in averaging 19.5 after the first 2 games, but held scoreless so far in this first half. Now he's going to have to take a seat with 2 fouls.
22-17 your score, 5:02 to play in period number 2. Winfrey moving it away from us to Grooms. Now back to Winfrey, coming our way to Ellsworth. Ellsworth, of course, the explosive first quarter for that young man up top now. Winfrey going to move it to Grooms again. Right now the Red Raiders working against this zone defense the Jaguars are in, and they're trying to find some breathing room and an open spot for a shot. Here it is, Ellsworth out of the corner, no good, off the side of the rim. Rebound ripped down by Josh Gardner. Gardner to Edgerton. Edgerton wants to try, throws a little elbow here, going to float one up. And the foul is going to be called against the Uniontown Red Raiders, but Edgerton gave a little bit of a stiff arm there to try to create a lane for himself.
I think they're going to call this on Milsom, and that's going to be his second. So that's a big foul. Edgerton went in like a bull in a china shop there, Josh. And I thought he actually pushed off, but call went the other way. So now Edgerton makes the first one at the line.
First one will rattle in. Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer has litigated over 300 civil and criminal trials, some of which have aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and a law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field, and Marcellus gas negotiations, plus family law. Small enough to care, smart enough to win. Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer coming back here the other way. Grooms can't quite get that one to go. Call 724-425-1162 or email TommySchaefer@hotmail.com. Red Raiders going to try that again, and this time Ellsworth going to get caught in the head.
Yeah, that's going to be a foul on Edgerton on the backside. That's going to be his second as well. But it's going to send Ellsworth to the line. Ellsworth 1 for 1. Made that 4-point play early to start the game for the Red Raiders, and now looking to increase this lead, 3-point lead.
Looking to get it back to 4 points, and he will do just that, 23-19.
Another substitution. Brady Krause coming back in for Edgerton.
Ellsworth with a chance to get this back to a 5-point lead. 24-19 if it goes. Indeed it will. He immediately steps up to offer some pressure. And we'll see a substitution for Thomas Jefferson. This is going to be number 30, Nathaniel Rice, the 6-foot sophomore guard, checking in. And handling the basketball here will be Josh Gardner. Gardner will be matched up against Grooms. He's going to work to his left. Hands one off to Fry. Fry tries to go inside to Rice. Nearly taken away. Rice saves it, gets it out of there. Moves it over to Krause. Krause now, big pass inside, popped up in the air. It's going to be stolen by Winfrey. Winfrey charging across the timeline and leading the charge. Gets tied up at the last second by Rice. And they're going to call that a jump ball.
Pretty good defense there by Rice to step in there, stuck his hand in, and tied it up. Calvin didn't necessarily agree with that, but pretty good call there by Billy Beaner. So now Aiden Keefe are going to check out. You're going to have Anthony Sheffy check in for the first time here tonight for the Red Raiders.
Sheffy listed at 6'4". He's a sophomore forward. The Red Raiders go to Grooms off the wing. Grooms pops it out. Winfrey now wants the three out of the corner, and it's good. 27-19, and that has been the Red Raiders game tonight, shooting outside the arc. Here's Rice now, pulling one down, harassed by Cam Dugan. He's going to move it first to Fry and then up to Turkula. Turkula looks inside to Kraus. Now back outside to Fry. Off the wing, matched up against Sheffy. Sheffy not giving him much purchase there. Ball goes back to Kraus now. Kraus cut off by Ellsworth. Here's Rice out of the corner for three. And Tony, the Jaguars have shot their fair share at three balls. They just have not had the kind of success the Red Raiders have so far.
Not at all.
And Winfrey going to make that look easy. Lays it in for two, 29-19. It's a 30-second timeout taken here by the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars. Are you looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing head coach Rob Kizmarski and the Uniontown boys basketball team a great season. Well, the Uniontown Red Raiders lead by 10 here inside the A.J. Everhart Memorial Gymnasium at Uniontown Area High School in Uniontown, Pennsylvania. This is the Red Raiders' first contest of the season. Thomas Jefferson comes in with that mark of 1-1. Their only loss in overtime this season. Thomas Jefferson trying to get it done here on the road against the Uniontown Red Raiders, currently your top-ranked team, at least as far as the Tribune Review is concerned, in 5A. Cam Dugan nearly comes up with a steal, cannot quite get it under control. It bounces out of bounds right at the foot of the Thomas Jefferson head coach. And this is going to be a Jaguars basketball. The Jaguars continuing to work right to left, the Uniontown Red Raiders left to right. Kazar will receive the pass, and he's going to work against Dugan. Dugan playing very tough. Dugan nearly pokes it out. He will poke it out again. Ellsworth is going to scoop and score. 2 points here for the Red Raiders. It is 31-19. What a game that young man has played. Isaac Ellsworth, the 5'10 junior guard, has been all over, and he gets it done again. Here's Fry now working off the far elbow right in front of the Uniontown bench. The ball taken away again, and now the Uniontown Red Raiders going to finish it off with an exclamation point from Calvin Winfrey, who slams it down. It's 33-19, and the Jaguars now are probably wanting to get to halftime here where they can regroup. They are desperately trying to find an open shot. Here's a good-looking one. Maybe they don't need to get to halftime after all. Number 11, Brady Kraus, knocking down a three off the wing, and it's 33-22. The Jaguars hanging around here now down 11. Cam Dugan back to Winfrey. Winfrey, he wants the three ball. Why not? This one off the side of the rim, no good. Turkula going to come down with the rebound. He takes our sideline working against Grooms, and they're going to be hip to hip the whole way, and the near side official here did not like that.
Hey, Grooms going to get called for the body. Turkula racing with him down the floor. Notorious picks up his first foul of the night.
Edgerton will step out and send this one in to number 11. This is Kraus, who just knocked down the big three for the Jaguars, trying to get two more, and I think that nearly was blocked, probably was blocked out of his hands, but across the baseline, and so it's going to stay with the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars. Big floating pass into Turkula. He's a good target. Ball moved to our wing to Kazar. Kazar going to be cut off by Ellsworth, and he needs to move it back up top to Fry. Fry looking for things to reset. Little inside give now to Kraus, and Kraus will get those 2 points after all. 33-24. A strong moment or two here from number 11, Brady Kraus, the 6'2 junior forward. Here's Grooms, little cross up, beats the defender, pops it out to Ellsworth, and this one's going to rattle out. And the rebound will go to the Jaguars. That is the basketball. I apologize. Neither team able to get the rebound. The basketball will go to Thomas Jefferson.
Red Raiders showing a little half-court pickup here, half-court press.
62 seconds to play in the first half. Edgerton to Kazar. Kazar out of the corner. No good. Good strong rebound there by Grooms. Grooms playing the role of big man, and he pulls down that rebound without too much difficulty. Now he wants the three-point shot the other way. Hey, Tony, why not? It's been that kind of game. Get your own rebound and lay in the deep three, and it's 36-24.
The 8th made three of the game so far here for the Red Raiders. Only 2 on the TJ side.
Kraus going to be cut off on the block. He goes out to Turkala, and Turkala's going to answer with a three out of the corner. It's 36-27. Grooms fires this one ahead to Ellsworth. Ellsworth going to beat Turkala on a move. Goes back to Grooms. Grooms has that three skip off the base of the rim, and Winfrey nearly able to save that one, colliding with Uniontown Athletic Director Harry Kaufman. Mr. Kaufman making sure Winfrey stays upright, and this is going to be Thomas Jefferson basketball with 17.7 seconds to play. The Uniontown Red Raiders have been pretty impressive so far this half. Watch out 5A. It could be an interesting season. Here's Turkala. Nearly has that one taken away. He's going to fall down and travel with the basketball.
And good defense there by Ellsworth. Stuck his hand in. Really forced Turkala to trip over his own feet. He was being doubled up by Calvin Winfrey and by Isaac Ellsworth.
7 seconds, ball going to move to Winfrey. Winfrey drives across the foul line, has it poked out. 3 seconds on the clock. Fry off to the races, and it's going to be taken away by Dugan. That'll do it here for your first half. 36-27 in favor of the Uniontown Red Raiders. A very strong first half, especially for a handful of Red Raiders who made some incredible shots from way outside. Thomas Jefferson, of course, standing back in that zone, and in some cases just watching the Red Raiders shoot, and Uniontown has certainly capitalized on that, Tony. They've had a very, very strong first half outside the arc. Thomas Jefferson, though, doing just enough to stay close. It's a 9-point game, 36-27. Hard work, respecting others, and being a good team member are values that South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott knows well. Whether he's running a machine, repairing storm drains, operating a plow truck, or working with his fellow supervisors on economic growth, Jason Scott is working every day to keep residents safe, maintain the strength of our local businesses, and enhance the quality of life in South Union Township for our families and our future. Good luck to all of our local teams from South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott. Are you looking for a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howe Notary Services, located on Dry Knob Road in Smithfield, is here for your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. They offer new PA and Maryland plates and West Virginia title applications. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and all surrounding areas. Open weekdays 10 to 8:30, Saturdays 9 to 5. Sandy Howe Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name. Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. With home improvement loans, home equity loans, or home equity lines of credit, you can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and the warm and cozy in your home this winter. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729. The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry, specializing in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry in the T-Berry Law Office. It'll be the only call you need to make. Phone 724-437-0300 or visit their website at tberrylawoffice.com. That's 724-430-0300. The T-Berry Law Office, small town, big results. We want to thank the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes, who brought to you the pregame show today. They got you ready for the game and are located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. We also want to thank our video stream sponsors this evening, Movement Physiotherapy and J&S Bridal. Thank you for making this possible. Our graphic sponsor tonight, South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott. And Jason Scott is also going to be bringing to you later today the player of the game. That's the player of the game, courtesy of South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott, working hard for the residents of South Union Township. It is halftime here inside A.J. Everhart Memorial Gymnasium at the Uniontown Area High School. 36-27 is your score. Joshua Scully alongside Tony Hanula. Tony, it's great to be back in action for another basketball season. We've had a chance, you and I have had a chance to work so many genuinely exciting basketball games, some of the best basketball action last season, and now this year we're underway, and this one has been a good game. Thomas Jefferson has come out and played well in a hostile environment. The Uniontown Red Raiders are meant to be very good. This game was going to be one surely that Thomas Jefferson had looked at on their schedule and knew, okay, right out of the gate here, third game in, we're playing the number one team in 5A in their house.
Right, and that's the thing. You know, Uniontown's going to have that target on their back pretty much all season. You know, they're going to have a good team, high expectations, especially coming in number one early in this season in 5A, according to the Trib. So it's going to be interesting to see. Like I said, you talk about it. Thomas Jefferson lost to Elizabeth Forward. Here, Uniontown plays them on Saturday as well. So, you're going to see some good games here early on and some good competition for Uniontown prior to getting into section play.
Yeah, you really like to see that, truthfully, for both teams. This is the sort of contest you want to tone yourself for that section play, which is just around the corner. We want to thank, too, the sponsor of our halftime show now that we have moved into halftime. Our halftime show sponsored by Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. And our half-game stats are courtesy of the First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. I'm going to turn it over to my partner, Tony Hanula, who is going to break down exactly how we got to this score of 36-27.
All right, thanks, Josh. And really on the Uniontown end, they only had 4 players score in that first half, but they were led by Isaac Ellsworth, who had 17 points, 13 of those coming in the first quarter. He had 4 made threes in that first quarter alone. Following him in the scoring column was Calvin Winfrey, who had 8 points. 7 of those came in the second quarter. 6 points by Notorious Groom on 2 made threes, and 5 points by Kevin Milsom. He also had a made three as well. Uniontown scored 22 in the first, 14 in the second, for their total of 36. They were 4 for 5 from the foul line, and as we mentioned, 8 made threes in that first half. 4 by Ellsworth, 2 by Grooms, 1 by Winfrey, and 1 by Kellen Milsom. On the other side for the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars, they had 6 players in the scoring column. They were led by Brady Krause, who had 8 points. He was followed by Nick Turkaloo, who had 7. 4 points from Jeff Rabel off the bench and 4 from Justin Fry, and 2 points from Josh Gardner and Kane Edgerton. They scored 13 in the first, 14 in the second for their total of 27. They had 3 made threes, 2 by Brady Krause, 1 by Nick Turkala, and they were 4 for 4 from the foul line in that first half.
And, Tony, I wonder if the Uniontown defense, how quickly the Red Raiders move, how quickly they snap into the pressure after a made basket. I wonder if that's thrown the Jaguars off their game just a bit. Of course, I've not seen the Jaguars play prior to the season. We have the numbers from their first 2 contests. They look like they have been forced to settle for shots. They really haven't wanted, but they didn't know what else to do.
Right. Well, and that's the thing. They didn't make a whole lot of threes, only 3 made in that first half. But, this might be similar to last year's game, Josh. I took a look at the stats for last year. They played on December 8th. Uniontown won 74-70, but same thing. Uniontown had a 10-point lead at halftime, and really Thomas Jefferson came back and made it pretty close and scored 38 points in that second half. So might be a little bit different. I know Coach Dom DeSico's been around quite a while, and I'm sure he's making some halftime adjustments here for Thomas Jefferson.
He looked fairly composed, did Coach Dom DeSico, during the first half. He didn't seem overly frustrated or angry, even as the Red Raiders built a bit of a lead. I'm sure he knows his team has the pieces. Certainly they have some size to work their way back into the contest.
Oh, most definitely, and I'm kind of surprised that they weren't working the ball in more, a little deeper, especially against Uniontown. I think if you get the bigs in trouble, we haven't seen much off the bench. Uniontown only brought in 2 substitutes in that first half, so you only saw Sheffy and Cam Dugan off the bench. So it'll be interesting to see what they do here the second half, if they want to pound it in or if they want to continue to take threes.
Your halftime stats courtesy of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Our halftime show brought to you by Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated over 300 civil and criminal trials, some of which aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field, and Marcellus gas negotiations and family law. Small enough to care, smart enough to win. Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer, 724-425-1162, or email Tommy Schaefer, that's TOMMYSHAFFER, at hotmail.com. When you're in need of notary services, you don't want second best, and you certainly don't want to have to wait until the next day. So why not go with the best and the one open late to meet your needs? Sandy Howe Notary Services on Dry Knob Road in Smithfield, voted the best notary in Fayette County in 2024. They're ready to help you. Sandy Howe Notary Services, open 10 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 9 to 5 on Saturdays. Call them today, 724-564-8955. In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there is something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first, and we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellence and sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference, because when you buy from us, you buy from family. We're ready to go here at Uniontown Area High School for the third quarter of play. It's a 9-point lead in favor of the Red Raiders. Thomas Jefferson now working left to right, and Turkla is going to float one up and draw a foul, and he actually gets that one to go down. Turkla will now step up to the line, and Tony, at least I believe, yes, they're going to call this a shooting foul. Bucket was good.
Bucket was good, and it's a third foul on Kellen Milsom. So early in this, only 5 seconds in to this third quarter, and Milsom's going to have to take a seat.
Points now put up on the scoreboard, and Turkla gets the foul shot to go, 36-30. Grooms facing down the double team, going to fire one ahead to Ellsworth. Ellsworth works into the corner, wants the three ball, and has this one skip off the side of the rim. Dugan going to pull this down, go right to Winfrey. Winfrey on the three ball. Turkla seizes the rebound. It's a 6-point game. He's going to go to Gardner, and then Gardner fires one right back to Turkla. Turkla working against Kiefer, goes up for two. Going to be blocked by Kiefer there, and the ball's gathered up by Grooms. Grooms coming the other way. 7:25 to play here in the third quarter. 6-point game. Grooms drives to our elbow, puts up a jumper, knocks it down, make that 8 points, 38-30. Ball comes into Gardner, then right back to Turkla. Turkla wants to go back to Gardner, waits for him to look up, gets it there. One more pass over here to the senior guard, and this one is knocked down by number 1, Noah Kazar, and Kazar has himself 3 points. Coming back the other way, Ellsworth, no good on that one, and it's going to be Turkla, and Kazar will be fouled here by Cam Dugan as the two collide following the pass. This ball is going to go to the Jaguars, just near their own bench. Kazar, the 6'3" senior guard, averaging nearly 20 a game, goes to Turkla, then right back to Kazar. Kazar goes into the corner. Kraus had a good second quarter.
Nice pass.
No-look pass to Fry, who lays it in for two. What a pass by Kraus. Wow, that was red hot too. Fry had to be ready for that one. 38-35, 3-point game now. Winfrey working off the sideline, goes to Grooms, deep corner, back to Winfrey. Good crowd here on hand tonight, by the way, inside the Uniontown Area High School. Ball going to be passed here to Grooms. Grooms wants the deep three, and this one is off the glass, no good. Grooms going to get his own rebound, though, follows his shot, can't get the putback to stick. Here comes Turkla now, leading the charge to Kraus. Kraus fakes a pass, then makes a pass to Gardner. One more inside to Turkla. Look out, it is a 1-point game, and that is going to trigger a timeout. A 30-second timeout from the Uniontown Red Raiders head coach, Rob Kazmarski. Are you looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing head coach Rob Kazmarski and the Uniontown boys basketball team a great season. 38-37, 6:07 to play here inside the A.J. Everhart Memorial Gymnasium. First contest of the year for the Red Raiders, who led by 9 at halftime, but now find that lead reduced to a single point.
Yeah, they've been outscored 10-2 so far in this third quarter.
Right now, the Red Raiders still working against this zone. Milsom wants the 3 ball. This one off the base of the rim. Easy rebound there for Dugan, who goes reverse over top of the big man, Turkla. This one going to stay with the Red Raiders. Really appreciate the Uniontown Red Raiders' new uniforms here. That's a very sharp look in their white. Says U-Town on the front in maroon, checker pattern down the side. The Jaguars in their gold and black. Here's Dugan, top of the key, moves it far wing to Grooms. 3 ball again. This one no good. The 3-point arc has not been as kind to the Red Raiders here over the course of the last few minutes. Here's Turkla. Little handoff to Kraus right in front of his bench. Now goes up top to Fry, top of the key. 3, no good. Rebound pulled down by Milsom. Milsom going to take the center lane. Pushes one ahead to Grooms. Grooms has the dribble, skip off his knee, but he saves it. And he swings it around to Winfrey. Winfrey now wants the attack off the wing, and the shot is no good, but we have a foul seemingly called ahead of that.
Yeah, I think they're going to call that on number 4. That's on Gardner. I actually thought it might have been on Kazzer there real quick on the reach. I will say this, Josh. You know, you talk about the uniforms, but one thing really unusual is you never see the kids' names on the back of the shirt in high school. But these uniforms do for Uniontown. I think that's the first time I've ever seen it in high school.
And here's Milsom off the quick inside look. He lays it up when the Uniontown Red Raiders really needed it, and he draws a foul too.
And that's going to be called on Kraus. That's his second. Milsom with the chance for the 3-point play.
Milsom at the foul line. Uniontown head coach Rob Kazmarski yelling out to his players. Now he's ready to see some defense. 3-point game as it stands. Milsom at the foul line with the chance to make it 4. Plenty of spirit fingers up in the air here inside the A.J. Everhart Memorial Gymnasium, but that one will not go. Coming back the other way is going to be Jeff Rabel. Rabel gets it to Turkla. Turkla wants some help. He goes to Edgerton. Edgerton is going to be cut off by Winfrey, but the foul is called. The basketball is going to go right to Tony.
It's going to be right underneath us.
Tony
there.
with the 3 ball from the half-court line. He knocks it down.
Got called for the steal.
40-37 is your score. 5 minutes to play. We're waiting on some clarification here, I believe.
They called that foul on Winfrey on the reach.
Thomas Jefferson with the basketball. Rabel trying to make something happen. He works himself down to the short corner and out of the block. Little almost hook shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Edgerton. Edgerton throws Grooms her elbow and then dishes one off to Fry. 40-39 as Fry lays it in. The Jaguars have not been shy about establishing some contact, but Ellsworth has not been shy about knocking down the 3 ball as he does right there. 43-39. Coming back the other way, Fry, no good. Ball's going to skip off Turkla's head. Pulled down by Fry. Fry goes up for 2, no good, but he's going to be fouled as he comes across the block.
Uh-oh, and that's a big foul. That's the 4th foul on Kellen Milsom, and Milsom with 4:25 to go. We're going to have to make a note of that one. 4:25 in the third. Picks up his 4th foul. It's going to send Justin Fry to the line. Fry, 8 points on the night.
And the first shot from Fry will rattle down. Bad hair day, bad day at the office, bad day behind the wheel. Hey, stuff happens even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good coverage as Thomas Jefferson gets the rebound to tie. And that 3 from Kazzer will indeed tie the game at 43. Ellsworth wants the answer, and there it is. He doesn't need multiple choice or matching either. That's a fill-in-the-blank completion 3 if I've ever seen one. Coming back the other way, that was a teacher joke, Tony, I'm sorry.
No, I got it.
Across the timeline, goes to Fry. Fry working against Kiefer. Goes up for 2. This one rolls out, no good. Grooms pulls it down, working against Edgerton. Takes off now. The Red Raiders holding on to a 3-point lead. Grooms through the lane, and he's going to be fouled there. Draws plenty of contact. Kind of make your choice of the foul call. It goes against Kaiser.
Now they're going to call in on Justin Fry on 10 with the reach. So that's going to be his first. Yep. Now timeout by Thomas Jefferson.
First timeout indeed for Fry. 46-43 your score with 3:50 to play. As we had been sharing with you about Erie Rate Lock before all of the excitement, get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address, plus seriously good coverage. Now that's something to smile about. Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Draper Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com. Erie Rate Lock is not guaranteed. Continued insurance coverage is not available in all states. 3:50 to play here in quarter number 3. An exciting quarter so far that has seen the Jaguars battle their way back into this game. No good there from Grooms. Kiefer not able to squeeze the rebound. Coming back the other way, and plenty of contact this way now. But the charge is called. And, Tony, that's a big, big call.
That is a big call. And the thing of it was, Ellsworth stuck his ground and just drew another charge. That's the second time he's done that tonight. That's going to pick up the second foul on Fry. Coach Dom DeSico does not agree with that at all.
The Red Raiders working the other way. They get it to Ellsworth, and Ellsworth is going to travel just as he was about to put this one up. Ellsworth has had the green light on that shot virtually every time he's had the basketball, and he has been very, very good to this Uniontown Red Raider team.
Yeah, I was going to say he's got 23 tonight and 6 threes.
I'm sure Uniontown head coach Rob Kazmarski would say, put me in the book for that every time.
Exactly.
Coming back the other way is a 3-ball, though, from Kraus, and we have a tie game at 46 with just over 3 minutes to play here in the third. But look out, Isaac Ellsworth has hit another 3. This is really incredible. He is putting on a clinic. Here's Kraus trying to answer back. That one's going to miss everything, but it hits Cam Dugan on the way out, and I believe this one is going to stay with Thomas Jefferson.
It is going to stay with Thomas Jefferson and Brady Kraus with 3 made threes, 1 in each quarter.
Kraus is pretty quietly in some ways, but he's played a really strong game offensively, defensively, has made some great passes. Here's Turkla, gets tied up inside, loses the ball across the baseline. But Kraus has been sort of a great everyman for the Jaguars, and that he's done a little bit of everything, and he's done it all really well.
They're going to call this foul on Calvin Winfrey on the inbounds pass. He just grabbed Turkoglu as he was trying to get that inbounds pass. Or they're not going to call it on the shot.
I think that is 5.
Oh, 5 team fouls, I'm sorry.
That is going to be 5 against the Uniontown Red Raiders, and the Jaguars are going to be gifted a couple of free ones. The first one is no good. (49-46), a wild third quarter. Second one on its way from Turkoglu is good. And it's 49-47. 2:50 to play. Notorious Grooms across the timeline. Turkoglu actually going to pick him up at the top of the key. Grooms says, I'll take it. And he takes Turkoglu to the house for 2. 51-47. Coming back the other way, Gardner going to defer to Kraus. Kraus thought about a shot, pulls it down, inside look, and that's going to be a travel as Kaiser could not get it to the floor quick enough.
He had Kaiser with the shuffle, trying to dump down that pass to Turkoglu, but just shuffled his feet before making the pass.
Here is Ellsworth out of the corner for 3. This one off the side of the rim, no good. Ellsworth, though, also gets his own rebound, and here we're going to have a blocking foul called against Gardner as Ellsworth advanced across the charity stripe. He and Gardner collide, and the foul is going to be called against Gardner. That is 4 team fouls this quarter. No, make that 5.
Yeah.
All right.
5 on each.
We'll take it.
Ellsworth 3 for 3 at the line here tonight.
This one on its way for Ellsworth. That one is good. 52-47.
He's got 10 points in this quarter, 27 for the game.
What a night for Isaac Ellsworth. Gets them both. Coming back the other way now, the Jaguars looking to remain composed. They have played a very strong quarter. And here is a fadeaway three across the sideline by Kane Edgerton. And it is 53-50. The Jaguars just always finding one more claw. Here's a three coming back the other way. And Notorious Grooms knocks it down, 56-50. Out of the corner, Fry off the big pass. He's fouled as he attacks the basket.
That foul is going to be on Sheffy as he picks up his first. Fouled Justin Fry as he went to the basket. So Fry, 1 for 2 from the line here tonight.
Fry gets the first one to go. Hard work, respecting others, and being a good team member are values that South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott knows well. Whether he's running a machine, repairing storm drains, operating a plow truck, or working with his fellow supervisors on economic growth, Jason Scott is working every day to keep residents safe, maintain the strength of our local businesses, and enhance the quality of life in South Union Township for our families and future. Good luck to all our local teams from South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott. Notorious Grooms going to direct traffic, but he goes to Ellsworth, and it's another three, Tony. Tony, I'm glad you're keeping count, because if I was here by myself, we would have a calculator and virtually every other type of tool I could ever use to calculate how many points this young man has. Grooms the other way for three, no good. The rebound is going to go to Dugan. Dugan does a great job staying with it. Ellsworth, one more. Come on. Yeah! He knocks it down, 62-52, and that gets people off their feet here at A.J. Everhart Memorial Gymnasium. I don't know that I've ever seen anything quite like it. Edgerton no good on the three ball across the baseline. This one going to stay with the Jaguars.
Yeah, he had 17 points in the first half. He's got 17 points in this third quarter alone on 5 made threes, 2 foul shots.
Absolutely incredible. And this is with the Jaguars playing a really strong quarter. Here's a good take here by Noah Kazzer.
Kazzer's going to get the foul on Cam Dugan on the reach. Uniontown fans don't agree, but it was a pretty good call there by Billy Beaner. This game all of a sudden went from a 1-point lead for Uniontown to a 10-point lead.
Couple of big momentum swings even in this quarter alone. It is back to 9 points, which is exactly where we started.
Exactly.
62-53, 58 seconds to play here in quarter number 3. The Jaguars have played a really impressive quarter, especially out of the gate. And they have really only suffered badly when they have lost track of Isaac Ellsworth. This one will rattle in back to 8 points, 62-54. Grooms will take his time getting to the timeline, and waiting for him is going to be Fry. Fry ready for a slide step here, going to break down and slowly close the gap. Grooms wants to go right, takes him right, floats one up, draws some contact, no call. Coming back the other way now. Full head of steam for Gardner. He's going to defer him to Turkula. Turkula across the foul line is going to be fouled. Turkula did draw a lot of contact as he worked from the near elbow.
Yeah, that's going to be on Grooms. Grooms with the body as Turkula tried to drive through the lane. So he's going to pick up his second foul. Send Turkula back to the line. Turkula 4 for 5 tonight from the line. He's got 13, make it 14.
That one was just about perfect. Did not even really disturb the net as it passed through. 62-55. The Thomas Jefferson Jaguars have represented themselves very well here tonight. On the road, 1-1 so far this season. The Uniontown Red Raiders playing their first contest, 62-56. And this is going to be Calvin Winfrey with 26 seconds.
I'm going to try to hold for one.
Kazzer keeping Ellsworth pinned down in the corner. Winfrey to Grooms, back to Winfrey. 14 seconds to play here in quarter number 2. Fry ready to move with him. Winfrey coming our way now, just 6 seconds. Grooms, little screen, then rolls off it. Here's Winfrey, goes up for two, and Calvin Winfrey is going to be hobbling off the floor. I think he came down a little awkwardly, but he does get the bucket to go. 64-56 your score here at the end of quarter number 3. Uniontown Dental Associates, led by doctors Jonathan Krisner, Jennifer Haar, Jocelyn Belitsky, and Dr. Kareem Shama, offers a full range of dental services. Same-day crowns are a convenient solution for those needing immediate care, and one of the many services they offer. Whether you have clear aligners to discreetly straighten teeth, a permanent fix for missing teeth with implants or restorative options, they have you covered. Visit them at 7829, that's 7829 National Pike, or call 724-438-0241 to schedule your appointment. Experience top quality care with a personal touch. Uniontown Dental Associates, where your smile is their priority. The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, and hand injuries, plus other conditions too. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions. They disinfect the clinic on a regular basis. All insurance accepted, experienced therapists, convenient location and hours, part of the community. Call with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access, 724-437-7500. The Red Raiders open up quarter number 4, holding on to an 8-point lead. Calvin Winfrey is just fine, and he replicates the shot he made from the end of quarter number 3, but he will sub out here quickly. It looks like maybe he will want to see the trainer again after all. Good-looking shot, though. Plenty of touch on it. 66-56. It's a 10-point game. Pass comes in here to Josh Gardner. Gardner moves it to the foul line, then pops it out to our wing. Edgerton going to dribble to the middle peg. Let's go of a jumper, no good. Sheffy pulls down the rebound. He hands it off to Grooms. The Red Raiders lead by 10 over top of the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars. Working out of the quarter, here's Milsom. Milsom makes a little twisting move here, cannot get the shot to go. Rebound goes over top of Sheffy and to Edgerton. Big pass ahead now. And this is Kazzer. Kazzer no good off the side of the rim. Rebound to Isaac Ellsworth. Ellsworth says, I'm going to take this one myself. Across the timeline, now a little drive. Jump cut there, moves it out to Sheffy in the corner. Then back up top to Milsom. Hand off to Grooms. Grooms working off the wing. Thomas Jefferson, of course, coming to us tonight from Jefferson Hills. That school district serves the borough of Jefferson Hills, the borough of Pleasant Hills, and West Elizabeth, an area of about 20,000 people. Coming back now, Ellsworth on the drive. Nice move by Ellsworth, gets Fry off his feet, but the Red Raiders can't finish. Ball goes out of bounds. And this is going to be Thomas Jefferson basketball. Thomas Jefferson, Tony, of course, they've recently built a new high school building. Beautiful complex. Just recently finished. Price tag somewhere in the ballpark of $100 million. Yeah. It was designed to look like Monticello.
Is that right?
Which I thought was really cool. Yes, I read that today. So really owning up to their name and legacy. Inside look here, Gardner, no good. Rebound going to be pulled down by Grooms. Grooms coming the other way. And here's Ellsworth, deep 3-ball. Need I say more? Need I say more? People are asking, is that a record? We'll have to leave that to Billy Dice.
I would have a feeling it is. There's no way it's not.
Turkala wants to answer for 3. This one off the base of the rim. We are seeing history tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Ellsworth thought about shooting another one. Instead, he's going to go top of the key to Sheffy and then to Grooms. It's 69-56. Isaac Ellsworth. Here's Grooms. Nice 2. Gets that one to go. 71-56. Thomas Jefferson looking to keep it as close as possible here in the waning minutes of this contest. Here's Edgerton. Nice look by him. Turkla going to finish it off. No, it rolls out, and Grooms is going to pull the rebound, and Grooms spins around and says, hey, look, we're going to slow everything down here. 5:25 to play, 71-56. Ellsworth gets the pass on the sideline. You know, everyone in the gym immediately thinks surely he's shooting this. Instead, he's going to be held on the drive. What a night.
What a night is right. 37 points. 10 made threes.
That is incredible.
It's a good start to the season. Came in only averaging 6 points a game
Yeah, this
last
is the
year.
first game. I can't wait to see what he does later this week.
Yeah.
Winfrey no good on that shot. Milsom, though, going to get the rebound away from Turkla. Milsom wants the three ball. Of course, the Uniontown Red Raiders don't miss from out there. Coming back the other way, Gardner, handoff here. Kazar has the ball taken away by Dugan and Winfrey. Dugan going to try to finish this one off. Indeed, he will. Neatly laid off the glass, 76-56, and it's a 20-point ball game. Fry moves it across the top of the key, wants to go inside to Turkla. This one going to be kicked. The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry, specializing in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. Ball coming in here off the baseline. Right back to Kraus. He sent it in. It comes right back to him. Nicely designed play, and he finishes it off for two. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry in the T-Berry Law Office. It'll be the only call you need to make. Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their website at tberrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office, small town, big results. Here's Winfrey, floater for two, no good. Rebound's going to go to Fry, and Winfrey nearly takes it away, but Fry's able to outlet it to Gardner. Gardner's going to take the center lane here and draw some contact against Dugan. No call. Kraus fighting hard inside for the rebound, as he has all night. Going to pop this one out to Kazar. No good. And we're going to have a foul away from the basketball here.
They're going to have that foul on Kraus. Kraus not real happy with that call. I actually thought Jake Miller might tee him up there for a minute.
Yeah, I did too, actually.
Kind of backed off.
That was maybe seconds away from happening.
He was working on it, that's for sure.
Miller almost discouraging him from any further argument.
Now you kind of tossed that ball out of bounds instead of giving it back to the ref.
Grooms right across the base of the U. The Red Raiders, of course, working right to left here. Just under 4 minutes to play. 76-58. Uniontown has to be in no hurry now. Pass across to Winfrey, to Milsom. Milsom wants to drive and pass through to Dugan, and it goes off of Dugan's hands, out of bounds. In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first, and we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellence in sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference, because when you buy from us, you buy from family. This is going to be a hoop and harm situation.
Kaiser with the made shot, going to pick up the foul on Cam Dugan. That's Dugan's third. Uniontown faithful, not in agreement there, but.
And the shot is good.
Kaiser now with 11, all of those coming in the second half. There's a turnover.
Jaguars going to force a turnover off the trap. 76-63. We're going to see a timeout taken here by the Uniontown Red Raiders following that pressure. This is a 13-point game, but still 3:25 to play, so some time left for the Jaguars to see if they cannot hang around and make this one exciting down the stretch. Are you looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing head coach Rob Kismarski and the Uniontown boys basketball team a great season. This will be Uniontown basketball, and the Jaguars are going to continue to offer some pressure here, full court. Working against it to the best of their ability. The Red Raiders trying to make something happen. Ball goes to the corner to Milsom. He passes it back out to Winfrey. Winfrey, nice little move here. Through some traffic, then draws some contact, and that is going to be called against Josh Gardner. Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you, oil checked, and windshield clean? Joby's Golf, that's where. Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette Street and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, and full-service gas station that has been serving the Uniontown area for more than 50 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, a fenced-in storage lot, and it's a AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call them at 724-438-0681. A couple of substitutions checking in there. You probably heard the buzzers. Thank you for joining us as always on the WMBS Facebook page. Exclusive coverage of the Uniontown Red Raiders and Thomas Jefferson Jaguars. This is the first contest for the Uniontown Red Raiders, and Winfrey wants to take a timeout, and it's going to be a full timeout taken here with 2:50 to play in a 76-63 contest. Since 1976, Davis & Davis has represented people and not insurance companies. Our lawyers have experience in litigating or settling personal injury claims, medical malpractice cases, and wrongful death actions, together with domestic, real estate, workers' compensation, and municipal law experience. Throughout decades of work, Davis & Davis has successfully represented thousands of cases in local, state, and federal courts. For more information on how Davis & Davis can help you, call 724-437-2799. Two Brothers Tree and Stump Service is your local fully insured expert tree removal and advanced tree trimming service based right in Uniontown. Brothers Jared and Justin Gibson and their team bring more than 2 decades combined experience to stump and tree removal, but also provide general clearing services and some landscaping services too. So whatever your outdoor needs, Two Brothers is ready to help you today with customizable plans and a commitment to getting the job done right. Call them today at 724-415-9183. 2:44 to play here in this contest, 76-63. Grooms our way to Winfrey. Floating pass back to the middle to Grooms. Kraus coming out to offer some resistance. Dugan with the basketball now off the sideline, and he is going to be fouled. It looks like Edgerton probably reached in and grabbed a wrist, and that is going to be indeed the call, his third.
Yep, his third. Only the 4th team foul on Thomas Jefferson in this 4th quarter.
Pass comes into Grooms. Grooms with just under 2:30 to play gets it across the half-court line to Winfrey. Winfrey now to Ellsworth. Ellsworth, this one is going to be off the side of the backboard. He wanted the 3-point ball out of the corner. No good. This one's going to go to the Jaguars.
Yeah, Coach Kazmarski not real happy with that shot. Wanted him to kind of take more time off the clock and maybe get an easy one.
The Jaguars now trying to get something going. They'll travel here. Does Kazar with 2:12 to play. And Winfrey's going to step out here near us and handle the inbound pass. The Jaguars continuing to show pressure. Thank you again for checking us out tonight. Joshua Scully alongside Tony Hanula. Bill Dice behind the camera for us, live from Uniontown Area High School in what has been a very exciting game. A game, you might say, of many chapters. Ellsworth out of the corner, going to have that pass jumped by Turkula. Turkula nearly has it taken away by Dugan. Now Turkula going to drive, goes up off the glass, no good. Rebound Winfrey. And Winfrey is going to dribble through a double team and does that pretty nicely. Pass going to go to Grooms and then inside to Milsom for 2. The Jaguars had forgot about Milsom inside, and we're going to have an injury substitution here as Winfrey gets himself off the floor, and we're going to see Trevor Uphold, number 1 for the Uniontown Red Raiders, check in with 1:34 to play, 78-63.
I think he's just cramping up over there. They're trying to pull those toes back. I think he's just got a little cramp in that left calf.
Despite the fact that he's dealt with that injury and this 3 is no good, easy rebound for Grooms. He's dealt with that injury now since basically the end of the 3rd quarter.
Right.
Still has had some very nice shots go down. Ellsworth going to dribble this one across the baseline to Uphold. Uphold moves this one up to Grooms, nearly jumped by Kazar, but it's recovered by the Red Raiders. Grooms splits defenders, gets past one more, and it's going to be Kraus trying to pick Grooms' pocket that is going to pick up the foul, we believe.
And let's see who they signal this one on. It's going to be on Kraus, is correct. So that's his 4th. Although it doesn't really matter much with 1:05 left. You got almost a full line change coming in for Thomas Jefferson here, and actually you are going to have a full line change. 5 subs in.
Couple of them entering for the first time this evening. Are you looking for a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howe Notary Services, located on Dry Knob Road in Smithfield, is here for your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. They offer new PA and Maryland plates and West Virginia title applications. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, and Fairchance, and all surrounding areas. Open weekdays 10 to 8:30, Saturdays 9 to 5. Sandy Howe Notary Services, Dry Knob Road in Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name. And the second one will go. It's 79 to 63. This is Rice coming back the other way. He's going to move it out to Rabel. Rabel drives inside, no good. Rebound, Milsom. Milsom nearly travels, but gets rid of the ball in time. Thankfully, he's okay, gets himself off the floor. Grooms now working through several defenders, pops it out to Uphold. Uphold pulls down a shot, moves it up top to Dugan, top of the key. Dugan going to reset the play and immediately draw the attention of a couple defenders who make some contact. He floats a pass over all of them to Grooms. Corner for Uphold. Uphold for 3 off the glass, and no good. Rebound pulled down by number 33 for Thomas Jefferson, and he gets it over to Rabel. Coming back the other way, 33 is Camburis. We saw him earlier today. Now back the other way very quickly for Uniontown is Grooms, and Grooms gets one to lay down. 81-63. Racing back the other way is Rice. He'll get a bucket here to make it a 16-point game. 10 seconds to play. Milsom in no hurry flips it over to Dugan, and I think, Tony, that is going to do it. The Uniontown Red Raiders are going to start off the 2024-2025 season with a big 81-65 win over a very good Thomas Jefferson Jaguars team. We're going to step aside for just a moment while Tony does all the math for us, and he's got a lot of math to do tonight too, ladies and gentlemen.
I do.
So we're going to buy him a few minutes and share a word from our sponsors as we prepare ourselves now for the post-game show. The post-game show being brought to you tonight by Farmana Pharmacy. Formerly that was Peacham Pharmacy, now in the Health First Medical Building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville. That's the post-game show brought to you by Farmana Pharmacy. That's coming up in just a few minutes here on the WMBS Facebook page. Stick with us. We will be right back. Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of the First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or a home equity line of credit, you can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and the warm and cozy in your home this winter. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729. We want to take a moment and thank everybody who made this program possible for you this evening. Of course, we want to thank the Uniontown Area High School for opening their doors to us. That is always appreciated. We want to thank Bill Dice for all of his work behind the lens. We want to thank Tony Hanula, who offered your color commentary tonight and who has really labored very, very impressively to put together all of the stats for you tonight. It has been really incredible. That was an up-tempo game for long stretches of time, and one that required at least, we believe, one record-breaking performance for the Uniontown Red Raiders to really seal it. And we do think Isaac Ellsworth, speaking of this night in Uniontown basketball history, which Bill Dice has put together for us, this one is maybe one for the history books. We will confirm that for you at some point in the future, but a really impressive showing for Isaac Ellsworth tonight. Bad hair day, bad day at the office, bad day behind the wheel. Hey, stuff happens even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance that stays put until you change your car, driver, or your address, plus seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about. Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Draver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com. Erie Rate Lock is not guaranteed. Continued insurance coverage is not available in all states. Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated over 300 civil and criminal trials, some of which have aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer, 724-425-1162, or email Tommy Schaefer, that's TOMMYSHAFFER, @hotmail.com. Dr. Frazier Stokes of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown, your local specialist for GI and liver disorders, along with Doctors Calabrese, Hoppy, and Lorenz, remind you that a painless 30-minute colonoscopy every 10 years, beginning at age 45, could save your life. Good luck to all our local hoops teams, and best wishes to all for a healthy and happy holiday season. Happy late Thanksgiving, by the way, for those of you who are joining us tonight. We certainly appreciate your viewership, and we want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. And we want to tell you, too, this was a great game. If you were here in person or perhaps joining us online, 81-65, your final score in favor of the Uniontown Red Raiders, who start off the season 1-0. Now, Tony, we had mentioned during the broadcast, as Isaac Ellsworth really had a tremendous game, that his shots outside everywhere, deep behind the arc, nearly hitting the ceiling. I had joked that he shot one over the Fayette County Courthouse. Now, that's 188 feet tall, but it seemed from our perspective that these basketballs were traveling that high in the air and just dropping directly through the hoop, not touching the rim, not touching anything, directly through. It was an incredible night for him.
Yeah, he didn't have a whole lot of iron to hit tonight, that's for sure. He ended up with 37 points, 10 made threes here tonight. Interestingly enough, Josh, he had 17 in the first half, 17 in the third quarter, then a little made three at the end to just top it off at 37 points. So I'll go over these stats real quick for the Uniontown Red Raiders, who improved to 1-0 on the season in their first game. As we said, they were led by Isaac Ellsworth, who had 37 points, 10 made threes on the night. He was followed by Notorious Grooms, who had 18, 12 points from both Kellen Milsom and Calvin Winfrey, and 2 points for Cam Dugan in that fourth quarter. 22 in the first, 14 in the second, 29 in the third, 17 in the fourth for their total of 81. 16 made threes, Josh, as we said. 10 by Ellsworth, 3 by Grooms, 2 by Kellen Milsom, and 1 by Calvin Winfrey. They were 7 for 10 from the foul line here tonight. On the other side for the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars, who dropped to 1-2 on the season, they were led by Nick Turkala, who had 17 points. He was followed by Brady Krause, who had 13, 11 points off the bench by Justin Fry, 5 points by Kane Edgerton. Noah Kazler also had 11 points. He had all 11 points in the second half. Jeff Rabel with 4 off the bench. 2 points from Nathaniel Rice and 2 points from Josh Gardner. They scored 13 in the first, 14 in the second, 29 in the third, and only 9 points in that fourth quarter for their total of 65. They were 14 for 16 from the foul line, and they had 7 made threes compared to 16 for Uniontown. 3 by Brady Krause, 2 by Noah Kazler, and 1 by Kane Edgerton and Nick Turkala on the night.
Your post-game stats courtesy of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. What an exciting addition to the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. This one had a little bit of everything, Tony, and in the midst of all that, and we really appreciate all of your work with the stats, this game was very close late. Yes. I know the score may not communicate that. If you joined us late, Uniontown did step away from the Jaguars late in this contest, but there was a moment where the momentum had really swung very firmly back to Thomas Jefferson in the second half, and for the Uniontown Red Raiders to stand up to that and push through and persevere and just keep hitting their shots. Great night for this team.
Yeah, I would agree. And basically, you saw it get down to a 1-point lead. Thomas Jefferson came out hot in that second half, outscored Uniontown at 1 point, 10-2, cut it down to a 1-point lead, but then started trading threes, and then they started feeding Ellsworth, and he was wide open in the corner a number of times, and he had 5 3-pointers alone in that third quarter, and really that was the difference in the game.
I think what's interesting about this, Tony, moving ahead, and I know this is the first game for Uniontown, but everybody who does even a little bit of homework that's going to face this Red Raider squad this season is going to say, okay, they've got Notorious Grooms, he's a 1,000-point scorer. They've got Calvin Winfrey, he's closing in on 1,000. They are both dynamic players that can take a game over.
Right.
who was ready for Isaac Ellsworth to come out and drop 10 threes? I mean, he was great last season. I loved watching him play last year. I thought he was a spark plug type of player who could give you a big shot when you really needed it. Well, he gave you 10.
Oh,
tonight.
yeah. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, he was on fire, and it was pure, like you said, Josh. I mean, it's not like they were hitting rim at all. I mean, it was complete all net, and really had a great game. And it was the same thing. I was not expecting that. I kind of mentioned early on, they had lost Jameer Braxton to graduation. There's a 1,000-point scorer out of it. Was kind of concerned on what they were going to do underneath. Milsom got into a little bit of foul trouble, but he did a nice job when he was in there, and he ended up finishing with 12 points as well. So it's one of those things where they kind of mesh, but you're right. I don't think anybody expected Ellsworth to come out and fire up 37 points here tonight.
What I think is a hopeful place for the Red Raiders to build on is maybe that's the tip of the iceberg for Milsom. I mean, if he is going to be your sharpshooter, you've already got to commit defenders to take away any easy drive from Grooms or Winfrey.
Right.
And then if you overplay that, Ellsworth just torches you outside. Oh, my goodness. When we talked about the Uniontown Red Raiders taking that step into 5A, and 5A, you better be ready. I think this one registered on the Richter scale.
Oh,
5A is going to feel it.
Yeah, most definitely. And it's going to be kind of interesting. They play Bell Vernon on Friday night here, and then they play Elizabeth Forward on Saturday. So two good teams, and especially the Bell Vernon team, they've got a lot of athletes. They've got a lot of athletes coming back. Zion Moore, Curtis Wade, so they've got some good players coming back. It's going to be interesting to see what they do on Friday night here.
And there's a lot of history between those two teams, between Bell Vernon and Uniontown. Those players know each other. They have competed again and again, even outside of your traditional high school season. They have crossed paths other places, so that is going to be one definitely you'll want to keep an eye on. This was a C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. We want to thank our video stream sponsors, Movement Physiotherapy and JNS Bridal. Our post-game stats were brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Our post-game show was brought to you by Farmana Pharmacy, formerly the Peacham Pharmacy, now in the Health First Medical Building on 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville. We want to thank our graphic sponsor, too, South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott. Our player of the game, and probably no introduction necessary. I think we've given an introduction already, the player of the game, and I think it was great. As I turned around you were given the stats, Tony, I turned around just to get Bill Dice's opinion. He's back with the camera. I whispered back to him, do you want to go Ellsworth for player of the game? And somebody somewhere said, how could you not?
The fans were listening to you both on air and off the air. But, no, he had a fantastic game, and good for him. And you're right, he's our Jason Scott player of the game.
He is. What a tremendous evening. One I'm sure he'll always remember. We want to thank you, and thank you for joining us tonight. A happy holiday season to you on this C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. For Tony Hanula, this was Joshua Scully. You will hear us next time.